So let's start. Last day we have started with improper integration. There, so we have started with improper integration. And we have classified the improper integral in two parts. One is type first kind, and second kind. What are the all of you please mute your microphone. All of you please mute your microphone. Okay, first kind. What we have in first kind, that if
A lower
an
limit is
integration of the
minus
form,
infinity.
if either lower limit or upper limit or both are
plus
infinity.
minus.
I, lower limit must be minus infinity and upper limit must be plus infinity. So if three cases hold, in that either of three cases hold, then that case we classify that improper integrals as first kind. And for the second kind, we will be having a to b all are finite, the lower limit upper limit are finite, and but the function f of has an infinite discontinuity at some point in this interval ab, maybe at the end points, maybe in between ab at somewhere. Then we classify that integral as improper integrals of second kind. And in first kind we have three type 1, type 2, type 3 that we have discussed. Of type 1 and type 2 we have discussed. We will start with type 3. And in second kind we will be having first type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, four types of improper integration. So one by one we are discussing all of this. So last day we have completed up to first kind, first type, and first kind, second type. Now third type. So what is this third type? Actually combination of this type 1 and type 2. You see, when both the upper and lower limit are infinity, that lower limit will be minus infinity and upper limit will be plus infinity. If lower limit is minus infinity and upper limit is plus infinity, f of x dx, then we know this type of improper integrals are known as first kind, third type. First kind, third type, or type 3. So how to solve this type of integration? So for this type of integration, we'll first divide it into two parts. How can we divide? You see, we can choose a finite value in between minus infinity infinity. Suppose we choose a finite value c in this interval minus infinity to infinity, any finite limit c, and we break this integration in two parts. One is minus infinity to c f of x dx,
To see the
another is
screen.
hello.
Sir, I am unable to see the screen, sir.
It might be your internet connection problem. All of you are able to see?
Yes, sir, we can
Yes,
see.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so in that case, it is
sir.
your internet connection. Let's check it. So we'll have, we can break it in two parts. One is minus infinity to c, another is c to infinity. Now you see, this minus infinity to c, this is of type 1, and c to infinity, this is of type 2 integration. Or sorry, this is type 1, this one is type 1, and this one is type 2
Type 2.
integration. And
Yes.
we know the condition convergency. So what we'll write here? We write limit a tends to minus infinity, integration a to c f of x dx, plus integration limit b tends to plus infinity c to b f of x dx. This is mixed type. So if both these limit are convergent, both this limit exists, then only say with this improper integral has some finite value, and the value of these two integration, sum of this value of these two integration will be the value of this integration. Okay, so we can take one example quickly. suppose you consider an integration of this form. You see, as both the limits are lower limit is minus infinity, upper limit is plus infinity. So this integration is an improper. First of all, this integration is an improper integration. Second of what type? That type 3 mixed type. So what you do, you have to choose some value. You have to choose some finite value in between minus infinity infinity. We'll try. You can choose any value, no problem.
No,
1, 2, 3,
zero.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can take any value. I'm saying. But what will be convenient? To take 0 is more convenient. So that's why we will take 0. So I can divide in two parts, minus infinity to 0, x e to the power minus x squared dx, and plus 0 to infinity x e to the power minus x squared dx. That is, we need to find first limit a tends to minus infinity integration a to 0 x e to the power minus x squared dx plus limit b tends to plus infinity integration 0 to b x to the power minus x squared dx. You can write equal if these two limits exist. So we need to find these two limits. So first of all, you see, you have to do this integration x to the minus x integration. So I'm first just generally finding the indefinite integration. First you find the indefinite integration, e to the minus x squared. Then you can put the range. So first integrate indefinite integration. So what will be the integration value?
Sir, minus 1 by 2 e power t.
Minus 1 by 2 e
Uh,
to the power minus x
square.
yes, sir.
E to the power
No, plus
minus
2.
x square.
sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is
Yes,
it
sir.
Yes, sir.
1
Yes,
by
yes.
2? If I do 1 by 2, so it will be x square, and easily
Yes,
you can
it's
find.
correct.
Yes or no?
Correct.
All of
Yes, sir.
fine? Is it okay? So you can find it. Just put x square is equal to z and do it. Do the integration. You will be able to find the value. So
Sir, one doubt, sir.
हाँ बोलो.
Sir, but we have to change the limits also, no, sir?
हाँ अभी तो लिमिट मैं नहीं
Okay.
फाइंड
Okay,
किया
sir.
ना, मैं इसलिए जस्ट इंडिफिनिट इंटीग्रेशन आई हैव फाइंड आउट हियर.
Okay.
I have just got here indefinite. Now first point, suppose I am writing here, this is 1 plus 2. Two limits I am writing 1 plus 2. This is not type 1, type 2 writing. I am writing just 1 plus I plus 5. So what will be your I value? I value is limit a tends to minus infinity a to 0 x to the power minus square dx. That means I will just put 1 by 2 e to the power minus x square a to 0. That means what will the value? Limit a tends to minus infinity. So 1 by 2 e to the power minus s square minus 1. Is it correct? So now you take limit a tends to minus infinity. Then if a tends to minus infinity, that means a square tends to plus infinity. So e to the minus infinity will be 0. So the value will be minus 1 by 2. So limit exists and the value is finite, that is minus 1 by 2. Similarly, to find out, हाँ बोलो.
Sir, there is one student who is waiting to join. He's saying you have not admitted him.
It is not admitted. Why? Ask him to join the correct link. Through the correct link, there are
So we have sent him the
3 links
correct link,
provided.
but yes, sir, we have sent him the Tuesday's link, but he's saying that he's in that waiting lobby. He disconnected due to some network issue, so he's not able to reconnect. He's in the waiting lobby.
There is no fault. I don't know why he is not able to join. There is no limit here also. Anyone can join. How many participants are there? Number of participants are only 141. He can join easily. Why he is not able to join, I don't know.
Okay, sir, I'll tell him.
ask him, then rejoin again, disconnect everything and join again.
Okay, sir. I'll tell you.
Then next find second integration in similar way. So limit b tends to infinity. In that case, limiting value will be 1 by 2 e to the power minus x square 0 to b. So that will be limit b tends to infinity 1 by 2. This will be 1 minus e to the power minus b square. So this value will be what? 1 by 2. So we will have I plus 2. This value will be, so the integration value will be I plus 2 is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is equal to 0. So the value of this integration we are getting 0. Okay, in this way you need to find. So the thing is that you need to divide it in two parts. So remember, always you remember, in every integration, if there is infinite, there's some finite number of discontinuity or infinity case, you have to break it in all these finite values. So in one integration, you just deal with one infinity or one discontinuity. Here you see, as here we have here we have 2 point of discontinuity. So that's why I'm breaking into two parts the integration, and each integration contains just one infinity case. So always you do like this. Now we come down to second type. Okay, come down to second type. So second kind, so in second kind we will have always that this f of x will be having some finite number of infinite discontinuity in the interval a to b. Now for the second kind type 1, for the second kind type 1, we will be having at this end, that at x is equal to a, we will be having an infinite discontinuity. That means putting x is equal to a over f of x, putting, actually this means f of a will be tending to infinity as you put x is equal to a. As x tends to a, f of a
Excuse me,
tending
sir.
to infinity.
Sir, sir, someone is saying that they are waiting in lobby. They can't able to join.
So what I have to do?
Sir, allow them.
No,
Allow them to join.
The request will
Sir,
be.
I'm joined here.
Huh?
I'm joined, Akshat. It's okay.
हाँ, हो गया join हो
ठीक
गया.
है, इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ सबको अलाउ किया हुआ है. Everyone can join. You can ask your friend also, no problems. He can also join, whether he is in NIT Durgapur or not, no problem. So I have done like
तो link
if
भेज
there
दे
is
सर
some
सब
friend
group
from
में.
other, हाँ
सब group में
नहीं
link
नहीं
भेज.
ऐसा मत करो, ऐसा मत करो, मैं ये ऑफिशियली नहीं
Sir,
बोल
then all the other people will pull some sort of pranks.
रहा.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Video will be post
No,
in
no, no, no.
YouTube.
Yes, sir.
You
They
will
then,
become famous.
yes, sir. They then post it on YouTube. The pranks they pull.
अरे लिंक तो यही से जाएगा ना.
नहीं नहीं कोई बात नहीं, YouTube लिंक दे दो पर यहाँ का लिंक मत दो, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Okay. Now so at if x, so you see in this integration only at this point a, only at this end point a we have infinite discontinuity, and all other cases have finite discontinuity, finite number of finite value. So only at x equal to a we will get infinite value. So what actually we are doing here, suppose this is the range a to b, suppose this is the range a to b. So at this point a we have a discontinuity and no other point of discontinuity. So only at this point a. So what we do, we just skip this point A and integrate. So we skip this point A. So what is the point of how can I extract this point? So what we'll do, we just take just after some value just after A, some value just after A. So what we'll do, we'll start from A plus epsilon. What is this epsilon? Epsilon is a positive quantity, but greater than positive quantity, but very small. That means epsilon is always actually tending to 0. If epsilon tends to 0, so if we take epsilon tends to 0 plus means the value is taking positive values. So right hand limit actually just 0 plus this type of value here, not this. It will not go outside the range. It will go inside the range always. So as epsilon tends to 0 plus, a plus epsilon to b f of x. Now see, at a plus epsilon we don't have any point of infinite discontinuity, so we can easily integrate this value. We can easily integrate this value, and we check whether taking epsilon tends to 0, this value coming this limit exists or not. If this limit exists, then we can say this will be then we say this limit exists, and the integration improper integration value will be the limiting value of this. If it is finite, the limiting value. Okay, so what you need to do, at this point A we will have an infinite discontinuity, so we will take A plus epsilon some point inside. Okay, you see, we will see in next type 2, if there is an infinite discontinuity at B, we will enter to this. In that case it will be B minus epsilon. We will discuss about this. So A plus epsilon. So now take this example, 0 to 1, 1 by x square 3 by 4 dx. Now first you figure out whether it is an improper integration or not. You see, if you put x is equal to 0 over here the function f of x is equal to what? X to the power minus 3 by 4. F of x function is x to the power minus 3 by 4 simply. So if you put f of 0, if you are able to find f of 0, this is going to infinity. So if so at this point 0 we have an infinite discontinuity, but if you put 0.001 or 0.00002, some very small value over here, so you will get some finite value always. So only at this point we have infinite discontinuity, no other points so what we'll do, we first add some very small value epsilon here to 1, and then simply integrate this one, and then simply integrate this one. So integrate this one. So you will be having what?
4
this
into
value
x
will be
power 1 by 4.
4 x to the power minus 1 by 4.
1 by 4.
Yes, sir.
This is epsilon to 1. That means 4 into 1 minus epsilon. Is it 4 into 1 minus epsilon? The value is this. Now we will
4
take
into 1
limit.
minus epsilon to the power 1 by 4.
Oh, sorry.
To the
Yes,
power 1 by
correct.
4.
To the power 1 by 4. To the power 1 by 4. Now take limit epsilon tends to 0. So if you take epsilon tends to 0, this value tending to 4. This value is tending to 4 as epsilon tends to 0. So the limit exists. As this limit exists, we can say the integration value of 0 to 1 x to the power minus 3 by 4, I am writing simply like this, is equal to.
So one
Okay.
Hello, sir.
sir, one doubt.
Hello.
Sir,
हाँ बोलो.
we have to write.
सर बोल रही हूँ एक बार fx वाला फिर से समझा दीजिए ना.
ठीक है. और कौन कुछ बोल रहा है, बोलो.
Sir, I was saying that there we have to write epsilon tends to 0 or 0 plus.
0 plus.
Okay, sir.
0 plus always. I have a mistake. Sorry. 0 plus. Always write 0 plus. This is the definition I am writing here. Sometimes I may forget, but always tends to 0 plus. 0 plus means actually what? Actually, you are taking this 0 side limit. 0 plus means 0.001, 0.00002 like this, right hand limit. Not minus 0.001, minus 0.002. In that case, what will happen? This come outside the limit. So that is not required actually. We will take always inside this. Okay, so what is the what actually we are doing? Where I am repeating once again, integration a to b you need to do. So for a to b, if we have a point of infinite discontinuity, point A, you see we have a point of discontinuity at the endpoint 0. That means if you put f of 0 over here, this is tending to infinity. So we will just keep this point only from this range. You see, integration actually always in an interval. Point integration does not imply anything. That means, I think that if I ask you what will the integration a to a f of x dx, this value will be what? Always 0.
0.
0.
Any for any function, always we will have 0. So then in point, if you include this point or exclude this point, does not hamper the integration value. So that's why we are skipping this point 0. And how we are skipping? We are just taking a very close value to 0. That is epsilon. That is actually tending to 0. That's why this limit tends to 0. So that's why we're taking like this. Okay. Next. So this is now second kind. This is now second kind type 2. Second kind type 2. That means at this endpoint we have infinite discontinuity. At x equal to b we have infinite discontinuity. So if at x equal to b, just we have talking about this, that if again we have the range a to b, we have only a point of discontinuity at x is equal to b. We have only infinite discontinuity at x equal to b. So we'll just keep this limit, skip this value b from this function. So f of x is having a point of infinite discontinuity at this point. So I would like to skip this b, and so that's why I will and always you have to be stay in this limit bounded by this ab. So that's why I'm taking here b minus epsilon, where epsilon tends to 0 plus. 0 is a very small, epsilon is a very small quantity, and subtracting this. So here we find limit epsilon tends to 0 plus a to b minus epsilon f of x dx, whether this limit exists or not. If this limit exists, then we say the integration is convergent and converges to the finite limiting value. Okay, so here we are again, same type of example we have here. So first of all, you have to figure out whether it is an improper integration or not. Suppose someone is giving range is 2 to 3 here, over here 2 to 3, same integration. No need to do this checking whether it is not an improper integration. You know the value, you can easily find definite integration, you can easily find. But first thing you need to check whether it is an improper integration or not. If you put here 0 is equal x equal to 0 over here, you see the value is 1. So there is no infinite discontinuity. But at x equal to 1, if you put x equal to 1, you are getting denominator 0. So it is an infinite value. So if you consider f of x is equal to 1 by root under 1 minus x square, here you see as x tends to 1, f of x tending to infinity. So we have a point of discontinuity at 1 and no other infinite discontinuity. You see, from 0 to 1, you take any value from 0 to 1. You take any value from 0 to 1 except 1, you will be having a finite value for this f of x. So only point of discontinuity at x is equal to 1. So we'll just keep this 1 by using this formula. So what we'll do, we write 0 to 1 minus epsilon 1 by root under 1 minus x square dx. Okay, and now it is a definite integration. There is no point of discontinuity. You can you know how to find the integral. So you find this integration. So what will be the sine inverse?
Sine
Sine
inverse.
inverse 1 minus epsilon
Uh,
0.
okay,
Sine
so that
inverse
means
I
this
by
will
2
be
is the answer.
sine inverse 1 minus
Minus
epsilon,
epsilon.
and sine inverse 0 is 0. Only sine inverse 1 minus epsilon. Now you take limit epsilon tends to 0. So if you take limit epsilon tends to 0, this value tending to what?
pi by 2.
Pi by 2.
Pi by 2.
So the integration value. So integration value is integration 0 to 1. This value will be equal to dx is equal to pi by 2.
Pi by 2.
Improper integration, the value is pi by 2. Okay, so the thing is that when in second kind, you need to figure out the point of discontinuity. At which point we have infinite discontinuity, and then we skip that point by using this epsilon. If it is the upper limit, then we subtract. If it is a lower limit, then we add epsilon. Okay, now we have second kind, type 3. What is this type 3? We have at both the ends we have infinite discontinuity. At both this endpoint we have infinite discontinuity. Okay, at x equal to a and x equal to b. At both this point we have infinite discontinuity. In that case, what we'll do? The same thing as we have done in first kind, type 3. Same thing we will do here. We will find some value c at which point from this AB, open AB, from this AB, at which we don't have any point of infinite discontinuity, and we break into two integrals like this: a to c f of x dx, c to b f of x dx. Now you see, only we have at these 2 points infinite discontinuity. So sorry, as we have infinite discontinuity at this point a and at this point b, these two only the point of infinite discontinuity, we are breaking into two parts: a to c, c to b. At this c, we don't have any point of discontinuity. So in between this a to c, we only at this point a we have point of discontinuity, and in this integration at this point b. So here we write epsilon 1 tends to 0 plus a plus epsilon 1 c f of x dx, and epsilon 2 tends to 0 plus c to b minus epsilon 2 f of x dx. So this is first type 1, and this is type 2. This is a mixed type 1. This is type. Now you don't forget to take epsilon 1 and epsilon 2. You always take epsilon 1 and epsilon 2, not both the both the limit as you can say that both are tending to 0. No issue, both are tending to 0, but the way of tending to 0 may be different. That is, the path may be different. So that's why you will take epsilon in 1 tends to 0 and epsilon 2 tends to 0. Now one thing you must noted here, Cauchy, you know the remember the name Cauchy, one great mathematician. You will be having all the times from this semester onwards, all the times you can heard this name Cauchy. Already you have Cauchy's Rolle's theorem you have studied, I think. Okay, so CAUCHY, Cauchy's principal value. Now if you take epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon, both are same, and sometimes it might happen like this, that taking epsilon 1 and epsilon 2, you are getting this limit does not exist. This limit does not exist and does not this improper integration are not converging. But taking epsilon 1 is equal to, in the same problem, taking epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon, we will cross out this example once. Epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon. If you take this restriction, in that case you may get the finite value. In that case, that value is known as Cauchy's principal value. Cauchy's principal values. This is known as Cauchy's principal value. When we take epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon. Okay, sometimes we'll do one example on this later. So first of all, we'll do this example. So here you see we have considered 0 to 1, 1 by x into 1 minus x dx. You see at x equal to 0, the functional value is tending to infinity. At x equal to 1 also, this functional value tending to infinity. So at both the endpoints we have infinite discontinuity. At both the endpoints, we have infinite discontinuity. So what we'll do, we figure out some value in between 0 to 1 where we have a finite point. You can take any value from 0 to 1. I am taking suppose
1 by 2.
1 by 2. It is always better to take the midpoint, nothing else. So if you take 0 to, you do 0 to 1 by 2, 1 by root under x into 1 minus x dx plus integration 1 by 2 to 0 1 by root under x into 1 minus x dx.
One no, sir.
Now what will
1 by
Sir,
2
half to 1, no, sir.
half to 1.
okay 1
Limit,
1.
sir.
This will be 1. So this is type 1. At 0 point we have point of discontinuity only, so this is type 1, and this is type 2. At 1 we have point of discontinuity, so you can write the limit epsilon 1 tends to 0 plus 0 to 1 by 2 0 plus epsilon 1 1 by root under x into 1 minus x dx plus 1 by 2 to 1 minus epsilon 1 by root under x into 1 minus x dx. Okay, so suppose this is I, this is 2I. So you need to find this. So here limit, sorry, this is epsilon 2 and this is limit. Can you hear me, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so now you need to find this integration. So first find the indefinite integration. It will be better always first find the indefinite integration. So what is the indefinite integration? Can you able to solve for me?
2 sin inverse 2x.
You can take x as sine square t, sir. Sine square t.
Okay. Let me do for
So we can also
just
do
one
one
or two
thing
lines.
that if we write 1 minus x plus x in numerator,
Huh?
1 minus x
What?
plus x in numerator, then it will be, I think, easy.
Okay, whatever you are convenient, you just find this integration. I am leaving to you this part. That integration you can find easily, I think.
Yes.
2 sin
That part I am
inverse.
leaving. That's why I am asking.
2 sin inverse.
2 sin inverse root x.
2 sin inverse x.
Okay, just let me do one so I can understand also. I am not very much familiar with this calculation. I think you require 4, so that's why here minus, if I take common, x minus 1 by 2 whole square, it will be x square minus
Sir,
2x plus
sir.
half 1 by 2 whole square. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
So it will be sine inverse
It
x
will
by
be
a.
sin
That
inverse
means
2x
x
minus 1. 2x minus 1.
2x minus 1.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now I have got it. Okay, I have got it. It's okay. Sorry. So 2x minus 1. Okay, sine inverse 2x minus 1. Now find the limit 1 by 1. So I will be is equal to this will be this will be sine inverse 2x minus 1 epsilon 1 to half. That means if you put half here, so this will be 0 minus sine inverse 2 epsilon 1 minus 1. So this will be tending to what? Pi by 2. Is it so? Pi by 2?
Yes.
This is tending to pi by
Yes,
2
sir.
as epsilon 1 tends to 0, and this is tending to, so sometimes this is sine inverse 2x minus 1 half 1 minus epsilon 2. So this will be sine inverse 2 into 1 minus epsilon 2 minus 1 minus 0. So that is tending to again
pi by 2.
pi by 2 as epsilon 2 tends to 0. So I plus 2i is equal to
Pi.
pi. So the value is, we are getting the value is pi. Now see, one thing you must note down here. Remember that you see, if you take here epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 does not hamper the result, yes or no? For this particular problem, if you choose epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2, that result is not hampering. You can easily get same limit. So always, if a function is convergent, if this value is converging to finite value, then that will be the Cauchy's principal value. But the converse is not true. That means sometimes you have the improper integration is not converging, but in that case also you can able to find the Cauchy's principal value. We'll do a problem next after discussing the next type 4. So we'll discuss now type 4.
Hello, sir.
So,
Can you repeat the last Cauchy's mean value, Cauchy's principal value?
Cauchy's principal value, what we have considered here, Cauchy's principal value, if in this limit we choose epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon, and then we find the limit, and then if you find the limit, whatever the value you will get, that is called as Cauchy's principal value. Fine.
Sir, in respect of this example,
in for every case, here I am particularly I'm saying, I'm generally I'm saying here, if you put epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon, here I am not taking epsilon 1, not taking epsilon 2, I am taking epsilon only. And if you able to, if you find the value, that value is known as Cauchy's principal value. And if you put epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 and then find the value, that is known as converging value of the integration, improper integration, the general value. So general value always, if there exists some general value for improper integration, that value is actually the Cauchy's principal value. But sometimes it may happen that taking epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon, you will be able to find a limit. But taking epsilon 1 and epsilon 2, you are not able to find any value. In that infinite value you are getting. In that case, that is called, it is not, improper integration is not convergent, but have some Cauchy's principal value. That is known as. We'll do this example. We'll just let me do this one. Now this type 4 is same type as type 3, but the thing is that here suppose not at the end points, there is some point C in between AB where we have infinite discontinuity. So there exists some point in between this limit, there exists some or maybe some finite number of 2 or 3 points where we have point of discontinuity at this C. In that case, what we'll do, we'll take this point of discontinuity C and divide in 2 parts. If suppose we have C1, C2, if you have 2 point of infinite discontinuity C1 and C2, we will break as A to C, and you have C1 less than C2. In that case, you will break the limit as A to C1, then C1 to some finite value P, then P to some C2, then C2 to B. So you will be having this type thing. So when we have, just remember, when what we will do when only one point of discontinuity we have, in that case we will break like this. Okay. So and the finding the limit are same here also. If we consider epsilon is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon, then that is known as Cauchy's principal value. If you take epsilon is 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon, then that is known as Cauchy's principal value. So now see here at -1 this is not we have finite value, at 1 also we have finite value. Is there exist any point where we have infinite discontinuity?
Zero.
Yes, sir.
At
Zero.
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 At
Zero.
zero.
Yes, sir, zero.
At zero, we have infinite discontinuity. So what we'll do? We break this limit. One is minus infinity to 0 f of x dx. Sorry, let me write 1 by x square plus 0 to 1 1 by x square dx. And we find what? Limit first epsilon 1. I'm taking epsilon 1 tends to 0 plus minus 1 to 0 minus epsilon 1 by x square dx plus limit epsilon 2 tends to 0 plus 0 plus epsilon 2 to 1 by x square dx. We'll write like this. Then you need to find, this is 1, this is suppose 2. Now you see, so what will be the first I1? Okay, first you tell me what are the independent integration 1 by x square dx.
Minus 1 by
Minus 1
x.
upon x.
Minus 1 by x.
Minus 1 by x. So this is minus 1 by x. Okay, fine. So now what will be your I? Limit epsilon 1 tends to 0 plus, this will be what? You will put here minus 1 by x. This is from minus 1 to minus epsilon 1. So it will be 1 minus 1 by epsilon 1. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Now minus 1 to epsilon 1. Now it is tending to what?
Infinity.
As
Infinity.
epsilon 1 tends to 0, it is tending to infinity. So one improper integration does not exist. That means this improper integration does not exist. Similarly, find 2.
सर माइनस
limit
infinity होगा ना?
हाँ minus infinity, correct. This will be minus infinity. Epsilon 2 tends to 0 plus. Epsilon 2 tends to 0 plus. If I take 1 by x minus 1 by x, epsilon 2 to 1, this will be what? 1 by epsilon 2 minus 1. This is also tending to plus infinity. You cannot say plus infinity. You cannot. Is it? Can you find the value? Epsilon minus infinity minus infinity. What will the value?
Undefined.
Undefined.
Still undefined.
Undefined.
Zero.
Or indeterminate.
Indeterminate.
Okay.
Indeterminate.
Indeterminate. So in that case, you see. You see. Well, okay. Let me see. If you take epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 not equal, epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 not equal, in that case you are getting this value does not exist. So you can say this is not convergent. First you say it is not convergent. But is it possible to get the Cauchy's principal value? In that case you check, when it is not convergent, you check if you take epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon, what will happen? In that case you see I
So it will become
is
zero,
equal to,
not convergent.
yes,
Zero.
epsilon
It will
epsilon
converge
It
to
so
will
0.
1
It will converge into zero.
converge to 0, epsilon to 0, and in that case we will be having 1 by epsilon plus 1 by epsilon minus 1. This cancel out, so tending to 0. The Cauchy's principal value is, this is known as Cauchy's principal value. So understand the thing now?
Sir,
Sir,
we
get the
getting.
first integral.
Sir, we getting 1 by
Sir, in
epsilon
first
1 minus
integral,
1.
it becomes 1 plus 1 by
Exactly.
epsilon 1.
Opposite in sign, the first limit.
1 by epsilon 1 minus 1, sir.
Yeah, the
Which one?
first
I'm
limit
not
is
getting.
coming
Epsilon
1
I.
by epsilon
Yes,
naught
sir. I'm
minus.
also getting the same.
1 by
One by
epsilon
epsilon
1
epsilon
minus
1
1.
1 by
minus 1.
epsilon
Oh,
minus 1.
one person
Yes,
say.
sir. Last
What
answer
is
is coming -2.
Yes, sir. Minus 2.
answer is coming
The answer
minus
would be
2?
Yes, sir.
-2 in the end.
-2. Yes, sir.
Why?
At the
No,
first
not
limit.
-2.
Sir, first to one.
Sir, you wrote 1
Sir,
by
in the
1
past
minus
1 by
question,
epsilon 1.
epsilon
Yes,
minus
I
1
wrote
minus
it
1
will be
minus 1
E1
by epsilon.
minus 1 and
Okay, let
minus 1
me
plus
check.
E2.
The first integration. 1 by epsilon naught 1 minus 1.
Minus 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this will be plus, this will be minus, you're saying, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is plus, this is and here?
Second one is
So
okay,
in
sir.
the step
One
2,
correct.
The
so in
second
the
one
step
is
2, I
okay.
think you have done a
Correct
mistake. The step 2 you have done a mistake. It should be minus in the step 2 it should be -1 to 0 plus E1. Step 2 it should be 0 minus E2 to 1, the limit.
No.
Yeah,
No, sir.
check.
Correct only.
Minus 1 to, it is correct. Minus 1 to 0, 1 by x squared dx. Then 0 to
No,
1,
no.
1 by
That's
x squared
next
dx.
step, next step. -1 to
0
0
to,
plus
It
E1.
is correct.
That's
no,
correct.
No,
0 to
minus
0 minus epsilon 1.
It is
Minus 1
minus E1.
minus 1
0
to
minus
minus
epsilon
E1.
1.
Exceed the limit.
No.
It is okay. It is
Sir,
okay.
the second
It is okay, it is
integration
okay.
Okay, okay.
1 minus
That's
1 by
okay.
It is
epsilon
also
is
okay.
correct.
Second one
Yes,
also
Here
sir.
correct.
also 0 plus epsilon 2 to 1. It is also correct.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Sir?
yes.
That's correct.
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir,
that is
correct.
correct.
Then answer is not coming again infinity.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The
Answer
No,
answer
is
is
sir.
not coming.
The
So I
infinity.
have,
second infinity is the
सर
1
I have
minus
ग्राफिकल
take some
मैथड
other
से अभी
example.
माइनस इन्फिनिटी
So
नहीं
then
आएगा
it
ना
is
सर,
coming
वो तो
infinity by
इनफाइनाइट ही
infinity
आएगा.
again.
No,
So
sir.
here also it is coming
Second
infinity, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Again
yes, sir.
infinity is
Yes, sir.
coming.
It
Again
is coming
infinity is coming.
infinity.
Again infinity
Infinity.
is coming.
Okay, so this is not the correct example I have picked up. I have
Sir,
done
one
this
doubt,
mistake.
sir.
So I will
Wrong
give,
question, sir.
I will, not wrong question. I picked up a wrong thing. It's not a question is correct, no
Yeah,
problem.
Yes.
I have to
application
choose
is
some
wrong.
counter examples. So
सर
the
क्वेश्चन
thing
सही
is
है
wrong.
सर.
So okay, I will give another example in the next class. Okay.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
sir.
I will stopping here today.
Okay,
हाँ,
sir.
बोलो
Thank you,
क्या
sir.
इसको छोड़ के और कुछ प्रॉब्लम है?
No,
Sir, one
sir.
doubt, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
हाँ बोलो
Sir,
बोलो
Hello,
the
sir. No,
डाउट
sir.
बोलो.
sir,
Sir.
1 by 1
Sir.
minus x square is an
हाँ
even function.
one by one. तो कोई एक
Sir,
बोलो.
1
Sir.
by fx is an even function.
Any doubt?
यस सर.
हाँ बोलो.
सर जैसे कि कोई एक फंक्शन है fx, उसका हम इंटीग्रेशन a से b तक कर रहे हैं, डिफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन. हेलो सर.
हाँ बोलो.
हम ये कर रहे हैं जो a b है, जो सर a से b हम करते हैं fx के डोमेन में होता है सर, कि जो fx से इंटीग्रेशन निकल के gs आता है उसके डोमेन में होता है.
समझा नहीं. बोलो a to b f of x dx. हाँ क्या है उसके बाद?
जो सर a से b बीच में सर fx के डोमेन में होगा. fx के डोमेन में ही होगा ना सर a से b.
हाँ a से b में इसका दिस इज x का डोमेन है a to b.
जी सर. लेकिन सर
x belongs to a to b.
जी सर. लेकिन सर जो fx का इंटीग्रेशन करके डिफिनिट इंटीग्रेशन नहीं, नॉर्मल इंटीग्रेशन की बात करते हैं, जो gx फंक्शन बनेगा क्या उसका भी डोमेन यही होगा?
हाँ
ठीक सर.
इसका डोमेन मतलब क्या पूछ रहे हो तुम? इसको निकल के तुम्हें तो एक ये तो डेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन है, तो इसका वैल्यू क्या आएगा? इसका वैल्यू तो एक फाइनाइट वैल्यू आएगा, वो तो फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स नहीं आएगा. इफ इट इज अ डेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन, वैल्यू तो एक फाइनाइट इंटीग्रेशन आएगा ना. ठीक है. ये अगर इंडिफिनिट होता है, इन दैट केस वॉट एवर द फंक्शन एफ ऑफ एक्स यू आर गेटिंग, देयर यू हैव टू चेक व्हाट विल बी द डोमेन ऑफ एक्स. It may not be same as this AB.
जी सर, यही पूछना था.
ठीक. Okay, may I stop here?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Stop here.
Sir, you were saying that the general something about the general value and the Cauchy's principal value. Can you please explain it again?
To see. when an improper integration is given, a to b f of x dx
Yes.
of type second kind, in that case you must you may have some finite value, may not. If have some finite value, that is the integration value. Okay.
So
Now
is that the
for the
general
type 3, and this is the general value,
the finite value?
the integration value. Integration value. This is the integration value. Okay. This is the integration value. Integration is convergent and the value of this integration. पर टाइप 3 और टाइप 4 में क्या होता है, वहां पे हम लोग epsilon 1 epsilon 2 दो लिमिट दो वेरिएबल चूज कर रहे हैं ना.
Yes, sir.
So when we are choosing these two variables, epsilon 1 and epsilon 2,
Yes, sir.
it may be, in general we consider epsilon 1 is not equal to epsilon 2, and considering this, and both are tending to 0, if you get some finite value, this is the general value or convergent value. And if you take epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2, in that case if you get some value, that value is known as Cauchy's principal value. Okay. Now when you have general value some finite value, in that case that is the Cauchy's principal value. But the converse is not true, that if you have some Cauchy's convergent value, but you might have that
Not the finite value.
integration convergent. Okay.
One doubt.
Yes.
हाँ बोलो.
Sir, suppose it happens that epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 and we get a finite value. But it does not happen when epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 are not equal. Then in that case, the integral is convergent or divergent?
One second, you repeat please.
Suppose it happens that when epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2, we get a finite value. But in case epsilon 1 not equal to epsilon 2, we don't get a finite value. Then
वही तो बोल रहे हैं. In that case, in the if epsilon 1 epsilon 2 you don't get a finite value, in that case the improper integration not convergent. But the improper integration has a Cauchy's principal value.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So one more doubt. Can you show the
Excuse me,
type
sir.
4 statement?
Sir,
बोलो one by one बोलो.
मैं बता
No, the type 4 statement.
हाँ.
The type 4 statement, second kind type 4 statement of the theorem.
Second kind type 4. हाँ बोलो.
So in the first case, why are we doing a to c minus epsilon 1? Because it is the lower limit, then it should be greater, no? Why are we taking c minus epsilon 1? Yeah.
Because at this point c we have infinite discontinuity.
Okay.
So where you have infinite discontinuity, so you see in this limit a to c, only at this point c we have an infinite discontinuity. So if you take a to c, at this c point we have infinite discontinuity, we have to be in this interval. So a to c. So that's why I'm taking it's a c minus epsilon.
Okay sir. Okay sir.
सर
ठीक है.
सर
बोलो.
वो जो एग्जाम्पल था वो 1/x², उसका जो दूसरा जो आंसर आया था वो तो 1 + 1/2 होगा.
जो कोई उसमें तो प्रॉब्लम हुआ है कुछ देखना पड़ेगा.
ये जो है
बोलो कौन सा
माइनस
क्या
इसका जो लोअर
हाँ यहाँ पे देखो लोअर लिमिट अगर -1 minus epsilon 1.
Okay.
So 1 by epsilon 1 minus, if you put -1 over here,
Yes.
that will be +1. So -1. So -1 plus 1 by epsilon, this one. And here you will have -1. Okay, this is -1 minus -1 by epsilon 2, that is 1 by epsilon 2. Is it okay? So in that case you will get -2 the value.
Okay.
There is a problem. I will check. This is not false. This is correct. This is correct, no doubt. But I will have to choose some example which will give you this counter of that Cauchy's principal value is not equal to the convergence. Okay, let's
Excuse me,
stop
sir.
here today.
Sir,
हाँ, बोलो.
Can you open the statement 4 again, sir?
Which one?
Sir, kind to statement 4.
हाँ, बोलो.
Sir, is this sir C always has to be in between A and B, sir? Means if we take sir C outside A and B, sir, then sir.
So why you are choosing outside? Because you have to integrate from A to B, na?
Yes, sir.
You have to integrate from A to B f of xdx. Why are you going to choose some other from C? C outside the limit.
Okay.
Sir, I had joined meeting too late due to my MS Team app issue. So may you provide me recorded lecture?
I will provide for all of you, not for only for you. I will provide for all of you.
You are special or
I'll
what?
send you.
No, yeah.
I will say.
Why are you?
ठीक है अभी बहस मत करो. ठीक है.
सर कब तक मिलेगा सर रिकॉर्डिंग?
बाय इवनिंग.
ओके सर चैनल पे ना?
हाँ चैनल पे भी मिल जाएगा. मैं हाँ मेल कर दूंगा मैं.
ठीक है.
Excuse me, sir.
थैंक यू सर.
हाँ बोलो.
Sir, what is the significance of the situation where convergence value is undefined, but there is a defined Cauchy's principal value?
Actually, you see, Cauchy, that's why he is defining like this. Actually, epsilon 1 tends to 0, epsilon 2 tends to 0. Both are tending to 0. So, you people can say that at both are tending to 0, so both are equal. But thing is not like this. Epsilon 1 tending to 0, epsilon 2 tending to 0. In that case, these two variables are different variables, and that may comes in different path. That may come from different path. So in that case, the convergence there is no convergence. But if there is a particular case, if you consider of this thing is the general case. If you choose a particular case and you are getting some value, that is known as the Cauchy's principal value. That we don't have the convergence, but sometimes some particular case we can that you know that particularly that I know that my two variables epsilon 1 epsilon 2 are both are equal, both are tending to 0. In that case, okay, you know this, so the value will be this one. The convergence value will be this. Under the restriction, we have this convergence value. If there is no restriction over it, in that case, we don't have. We can say not convergent.
Okay. And sir, can both Cauchy's principal value and convergence value both be defined but not equal?
No, that's what I'm saying. If epsilon is not equal to epsilon 2, in that case, epsilon, you see, if I choose epsilon 1 not equal to epsilon 2, they are differently tending to 0. They are not equal. You don't say that not equal. You say that epsilon 1 tending to 0, epsilon 2 tending to 0, and we are finding both the limits. And we are getting some finite value. That value will be Cauchy's principal value. Why? Because you see, this is a particular epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is a particular case. So when it is occurs for general case, it must be defined for the particular case. But this is not like this, that if it hold for the particular case, it will not it will hold for the general case. This is not the going to the thing. Understand? I am saying that if the general case hold, in that case you must say particular case also hold. But you cannot say if particular case is holds, in that case the general case also holds. The thing is same here.
Okay, sir. Okay.
सर यस सर.
हेलो.
हाँ
सर जैसे अगर हम 1 by x स्क्वायर का ग्राफ बनाए तो वो प्लस y के साइड में एग्जिस्ट करेगा. हाँ तो उसका एरिया पॉजिटिव टाइप आना चाहिए. और जैसे हम 1 by x स्क्वायर का इंटीग्रेशन कर रहे हैं -1 से 1 के बीच में, जैसे 11th 12th में करते थे, तो -2 आंसर आ रहा है और आंसर पॉजिटिव आना चाहिए ग्राफ के हिसाब से.
ग्राफ की सबसे पॉजिटिव
पॉजिटिव ही तो है सर, प्लस इंफिनिटी तो आ रहा है।
नहीं माइनस
नहीं, हाँ यहाँ पे तो इन्फिनिटी आ रहा है, ये तो कन्वर्जेंट ही नहीं है, ये तो कन्वर्जेंट ही नहीं है, दिस इज नॉट कन्वर्जेंट ना, ये तो कन्वर्जेंट ही नहीं है, तो इसका वैल्यू का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव क्या है इसका मतलब ही नहीं बनता है।
अच्छा कन्वर्जेंट नहीं है।
हाँ
ठीक
ठीक है, ओके लेट्स स्टॉप हियर टुडे।